Lot of great, 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 lot of great. Is that Trey?
If you don't got your own style, come pay homage. I don't need my flowers, cause ain't shit in life promised. Every morning, bitch, bring me hell with the omelet. I'm over thankful for the hoes who like topping. If I gotta cut you off the win, that's how I'm coming. Niggas be so broke, that's exactly how they bumming. That shit running its family, I know all that nigga cousins. Related to nobodies, your family treat nothing. I can't wait till they get out, my family treat buzzing. One bitch ain't enough, that's why I keep me 3 dozen. If her pussy stinks, she not the one I'ma be loving. I don't look shit like Cupid, keep sucking. Hoes from the past.
We finna deal with another word. We finna deal with the word American, right? We finna deal with that because, once again, this is also what y'all like to use, Webster's Dictionary 1828 of American, right? But you still do not comprehend. So it says American. Now, this is a noun, right? It pertains to a people. American, a native of America, and now a native just means somebody who was just born here, right? We all get that. Somebody who was just born in America, right? And then it says originally applied to the Aboriginals or copper color races found here by the Europeans, but now applied to the descendants of Europeans born in America. So now, as you guys know, you have a lot of people that's in that, I guess the Aboriginal sector, talking about people are Europeans and black Europeans. Well, this is Steph, nigga. It just further proves that any nigga that's banging this European shit is low-key banging the Pan-Africanism shit, and they stealing from the American Indian. But this is your fault for thinking that all skin folk is kinfolk. This is your fault. This is your motherfucking fault. Not standing on business. All because you want to play along to get along to play along. You want to do that. You ain't got no motherfucking backbone because you're a jellyback. Now let's read to the right hand side what American means, right? Because we know to the left hand side it talked about it applied to the Aboriginals, but we all know that an Aboriginal is not, an Aboriginal can mean anybody around the world, right? This is what they do with these word spells and this trickery, right? But it says to the right hand side of American, a native or inhabitant of America, or originally a member of the Aboriginal American Indian race. So the American Indian was the first American. Once again, the American Indian was the first American. American is not an ancient name. It's not an old name. It was recently given to the Indians. Right? Then it says later, a person born or resident in America, especially a citizen of the United States. So when foreigners start coming over here, we see it today. They call foreigners American. When the first American was the Indian. So if the first American is the Indian, where did the English language come from? The Indian, not the European. Get out of your own way. Stop listening to the foreign shit, nigga. Stand on business, nigga. Stop being a bitch. And for you motherfuckers pushing the matriarch shit, y'all against family too, because that it's an unbalance when you push a matriarchy, because it's feminism, and you niggas don't even see it. More and more, like as time continues to go on, right? Because we're gonna read this other definition of American, right? But I want you to understand, as time continues to progress and move on, the name American is going to apply to everyone. First, it was a certain group of people. Then another group of people stole the name, and now they applying it to everyone. So this is from back in the days, right? Because I've been doing this shit for a long time. I kind of regret deleting my channel, but I had to delete my first channel. For those of you who are familiar with me, you already know I put it down for years, right? But let me talk about this image that I posted up here for you, right? So in 2016, American, they had already changed American to now. This well, not now, but at that time in 2016, they changed American to this definition, right? So it says American, 1570s now, 1590s adjective. Now, let me tell you this. The term American didn't exist in the 1500s. So if you know history, then you would know that American didn't exist. If you know law, you know American didn't exist in the 1590s. Nobody called themselves Americans in the 1590s, whether it's a noun or adjective, right? But it says from modern Latin, what a coincidence, right? Latin, Americanus, from America, originally in reference to what now are called Native Americans. So now the term at this time in 2016, right? American had applied to Native Americans, and then it said descents of resident of North America of European or originally British descent. Now we know that the European is not British. For those of us who do know, you already know. For those of you who don't know, the term European is not an ancient term. This term ain't hundreds of years old or anything like that. There is no European tribes, uh, and when they talk about the Black European and stuff, you noticed once again, none of these niggas is showing proof that they are Europeans. But that's neither here or there, right? It's neither here or there. The most important part is that for those who keep claiming that they're Black Europeans, you are stealing from the American Indian. You're stealing dress code, you're stealing laws, you're stealing land, you're stealing identity, because to be a European or a so-called Black European, you niggas was bummy. You didn't have anything. You didn't have anything. Because if you did, you would have created things. I'm talking to you so-called Black Europeans. You would have created things back in what was called so-called Europe, right? But you a poser, you a fake, you a fraud, you a phony, you a buster, you a mark. All you niggas do is steal. And if you claim to be a part of this so-called European bloodline, which is there is no European bloodline, right? That's like me for a nigga to say they're European, they have a European bloodline is like me saying I'm from California bloodline. It's a state. It's a corporate state. Come on, man, get your shit together. Like, once again, take emotions up out of it. Let's deal with reality. Reality is, can nobody that's so-called Black prove that they are Black Europeans? Can nobody prove they are a descendant of Hebrews or Jews? Can no niggas do it? Can no niggas do it? But once again, in the United States, there's this identity crisis again because niggas got away from genealogy. You know why? Because there's people who claiming they could do genealogy and they adding the wrong people to people family trees, fucking they shit up. But then they taking money from you. But see, if you call out anything against these people, you a hater. You know, people might consider you a hater. People might say that you jealous. How? I'm youthful. What am I jealous of? And this is what I noticed too. And shout out to my old head. Shout out to my OGs. Check this out, OG. Check this out. A lot of y'all that's 50 plus years old, you drop the ball. Nobody wants to be jealous of people that's 50 plus calling themselves bad bitches, matriarchs, and you know, nobody wants to be jealous of a nigga that's in their 50s and they're not setting a standard. You know, you lost track of time. This is not your time anymore. But see, you trying to function with the youngins, the youngsters and shit like that, and your time is gone. For most of y'all 55. So once again, this is not a dig at the OGs because it's not all of them. It's majority, but it's not all of them. This ain't your lane. And a lot of them is mad and they want to mess up our women too. We got to talk about that. We ain't gonna get to it all in one video, but we got to talk about that in the near future. How there's a lot of women who are 50 plus years old messing up our younger women, right? Messing up the younger women, having them think they feminists and matriarch. And look, we're gonna get into that in the near future. Okay, I'm sorry I got off topic, but it's so much I want to talk about because it's so, I've been away for so long, and I see like, man, like niggas is in bad shape. Niggas is in bad shape in the United States. But anyways, this is Choctaw Mac, man. I'm out. On to the next.